Looks like everything's starting to boot on up. Give me a moment to turn the live chat windows and turn the macros. Okay, that's all good. Macros turned on. And the game everything should be good to go there. Hope disable preview to save some resources. And give me a moment to check my other computer. Looks like everything's good to go. My apologies for the delay. Let's go ahead and get started. That seems reasonable enough. Need to get a new microphone. This thing's starting to wear out. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Computer Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as a blue Okada player, we got Der Regulator. Spawn top right side as a red Soviets, we got a double dare. A double dog dare. Or in this case, double bear dare. When it comes to these players' potential doctrines, we do have Scavenged Doctrine, which is my preferred version for the Jaeger Light Infantry. We also got the Luftwaffe Ground Forces, as well as Grand Offensive. Usually, we do have Scavenged Doctrine. I was going to say Grand Offensive is something you usually see selected immediately for the Panzer Fusiliers, but in this case, we do have Scavenged Doctrine. Over here, we could see the Defensive Community Tactics, we could see the Shock Rifle Front Line, or we can see the Soviet Shock Army. So two doctrines have shocks, the other one has a bunch of support weapons. Support weapons are always nice. Shock troops are okay in this map. It's a little bit wide open, but still can be quite useful. IS-2 seems like a pretty good item on this map, and I'm not very fond of T-385 myself. So if I were him, I'd probably select the Shock Rifle Frontline Tactics. Though Shock Troops 120mm mortars is a nice combination, overall I think the Shock Rifle Frontline Tactics offers just a little bit more capabilities at the moment. Shun Pioneers here, peppering up the conscripts. Conscripts does return to fire. Over here we do have the Combat Engineers, getting behind some good heavy cover. And the Volkswagens were unable to complete their sandbags, or hardly even stuffed a single sandbag. And the Combat Engineers looks like we'll win that fight. Kupavon catching down south. Conscripts try to ooh our way. The Shun Pioneers in mid-range damage. You have to use Ura to escape the Shun Pioneer. After all, you do need the extra speed. Since all infantry units generally have the same base speed, just walking away just results in free damage. Nice spin of micro there. Looks like the Shun Pioneers do drop a model and take a bit of damage there. Conscripts do fall back, losing 2 models there and took a bit of damage as well. But this will make it show the Shun Pioneer will basically lose the next engagement. Over here, combat engineers pushing forward. Got some Volksgrenadiers behind some good heavy cover. More Volksgrenadiers on the build queue. And the Penal Squad will defeat the Shun Pioneers, no problem. Yep. Volksgrenadiers pushing the way forward. I didn't have my drink open up next to me. Give me a moment. Combat just to drop another model there. Whoops, I hit my microphone as well at it. Another Penal Squad in the build queue. So you could eye for the M42 if it needs an AT asset. With the M42, not very useful against OKW since the Panzer IV has much higher armor rate. Though will do reasonably well versus the Ostwind if his opponent does go for it. The Ostwind does not require Panzer authorization, so you can get it 30 fuel quicker than a Panzer IV, along with a different cost, so 70 fuel quicker than a Panzer IV. Which is a significant advance. Of course, be entirely anti-infantry, can defeat the T-70, but that's about it. Commanders do fall back, gets peppered up upon retreat, but probably will not be going down. Kovagen hit into the fuel point. And we do have the conscripts over here. This from the Shun Pioneers. The Shun Pioneers drop off model immediately, probably due to they're already wounded. Shun Pioneers taking quite a bit of damage there. Penal Squad over here. Landmine being salvaged. Landmine don't think got spotted there. The V6 right there may spot him in the formation, but don't believe it would recognize that that was a landmine placement there. Shun Pioneers are way too wounded to advance. They have to stick the light cover and fire away. They soft retreat back a little bit there, maybe trying to get to the Kovagen with better repairs. Folks, Grenadiers do push way forward. Does wasn't back. There may be double squad hit there. Landmine's not detected. Penal Squad does fall back nice and early. We do have 2 penals, 3 penals and tonals, 1 conscript squad. Penal Squad way over here, so the OKW player went for a very heavy amount of infantry. Jaeger light infantry also deployed in the field as well, so both players have quite a bit of infantry composition. Flamethrower, he likes his sauerkraut extra crispy. And that landmine's still there. If one of these squads get too wounded and falls off 2 models, it could wipe out the squad. Jaeger infantry does get a first strike attack. No G43 available at the moment. He does have the battle group HQ on the field, just doesn't have the authorization upgrade. Flame Engineers immolating the Volksgrenadiers. Kovagen falling back, took a bit of damage there. Volksgrenadiers need to fall back. Penal Squad now going to fall back. That possibly gets squad wiped here. Didn't seem like it even took a single bullet there, let alone being wiped. Landmine still exists there. Kovagen does fall back in time. Got the authorization now. He already has medics, which is quite important. Shun Pioneers may want to stick around. Looks like the Kovagen's gonna be out of action for a bit of time. Conscript and Penal Squad here. Cutoff sector is captured. Shun Pioneers now have access to a stun grenade. This may be a good time for a stun grenade. He almost isn't ready for infiltration grenades, barring the command points. He almost has enough command points. He now has infiltration grenades. Both these squads now falling back. If the Jaeger infantry goes where the landmine is, looks like he is, he may explode. He's going to explode. And the upgrade did complete in time for them to die with it. And here I thought the worst case scenario was 2 Volksgrenadiers going to find that landmine at the same time, but nope. That's probably even worse. Squad wipe of a just upgraded G43, which did nothing. Got some more Soviet landmines now on the field. And the Soviet player does have good field control, though the Okinawa player does actually have this fuel sector. 75, 76 fuel, not enough for a sheer panzer quarters, but it could probably start getting deployed on the field. Penal squad here. Kuvagen does get repaired up. Minesweeper researched because losing a squad like that is a bit of a problem. He does find this landmine. Over here, we do have the conscripts and penal squads push way forward. Penal squad and conscripts or combat engineers getting some good damage to the Kuvagen. Volkswagen's behind some light cover. Got the Volkswagens over here getting immolated. They're stacked up so they receive splash damage, not necessarily bonus damage. Kuvagen now hitting the combat engineers. Other combat engineers here unupgraded. Probably going to just keep it unupgraded until you think he needs a minesweeper. Combat engineers do fall back. Penal squad gets behind some good heavy cover. Volksgrenadiers. They're in close range, which is good for the penal squad. Volksgrenadiers need to fall back sooner rather than later. Volksgrenadiers here gets a nice flanking shot there, falls back. And the Volksgrenadiers can't be pushing forward into the combat engineers. They're too wounded for that. But the Storm Pioneers does force back the combat engineers. Penal squad polish eye for some heavy cover there with a minesweeper out. He does put away the minesweeper, which just avoids this landmine. Though I don't know if he's actually close enough for that landmine. And the penal squad's going to maintain light cover. These guys are going to fall back. Volksgrenadiers capture that VP. Sure, or SWS half track on the build queue. Now, is it going to go for a Flakpanzer, Ostwind, or Panzer IV? Shoe mine there. Volksgrenadiers getting immolated by the combat engineers. Also, it's not doing any damage that flamethrower. There we go, gets a model there. Must hitting individual model. Merge on the combat engineers, very nice. Need to merge on the combat engineers again. Does again. And he's sticking to heavy cover there, which is not a good idea. Getting immolated. Volksgrenadiers here. Penal squad. Volksgrenadiers both are not doing too great, but this penal squad will win. While both these squads lose. Oop. Shoe mine does explode. And we'll be decapturing this cutoff sector as well. Or that's not a cutoff sector. This sector is also still maintaining supply in this mission sector if it was actually captured. Well, this is a cutoff sector. Sheer panzer quarters going on up. He will have 40 fuel by the time that gets deployed in the field. And now down to 13 fuel income. So he's actually a little bit far away towards the Flak Panzer. The Soviet player has tier 3 built. Has 182 fuel. It's probably a good idea to go straight for a, whatchamacallit, tier 4, go for a T476 rather than go for a T70. He actually has enough fuel after building the structure to get T476. The biggest problem right now is manpower. Commissioners need to get behind more of the heavy cover there. Flame engineers straight forward. No Molotov upgrade. I'm so surprised we haven't seen this be a good time for the infiltration grenades. Sheer Panzer Quarters does shoot against that penal squad. The penal squad now falls back. And the conscript falls back as well. But that penal squad does get wiped on out. The largely thinks they're Sheer Panzer Quarters. Volksgrenadiers get peppered up there a little bit. With 7 members here, he's affected it's a little bit over 1 Volksgrenadier squad with firepower. With 2 sets of STGs, it's probably a little bit more. Definitely not 2 squads though, because it is already 2 squads. Does pin down 1 combat engineer, suppresses the nearby penals.
Area secure. Cover the advances.
Tier 4 is being built. He needs to continue building it. Once he gets that completed, he will have enough fuel for the KV-8. Biggest problem is manpower, so him interrupting the deployment of the Tier 4 is not too big of an issue. Kuvagan does take a bit of damage there. Does explode the horse. Right now, a KV-8 seems pretty good to me, but he will be lacking quite a bit of AT. Penal PTRS is something I don't really put much reliance on. Incendiary Barrage now being summoned. Takes a bit of damage on that penal squad. Jaeger Infantry has been pulling fuel. No G43 upgrade just yet. MG34 4 spec combat engineers. This penal squad getting focused down now. T-3476 on the build queue. I do understand why he's not going for a KV-8. As mentioned beforehand, he's lacking AT. T-3476 at least has a gun that can fight 8 vehicles. And plus 2 T-3476 is far more effective than people realize. Probably more effective than a single IS-2 against infantry. But he may be going for a T-3476 for interim and then may save up the KV or the IS-2 since he does have nearly enough command points. Another Incendiary Barrage onto the MG, emulating more of the trees. Much to popular perception, trees are not inherently flammable. It is all the dead brush that's inherently flammable, while trees are filled with water, and they actually do resist fire quite well. It has to be dried out trees, hence why wildfires doesn't happen during wet season, happens during dry seasons. Huvog heading down south, engaging the combat engineers. Looks like the Shumpanies will fall back. Combat engineers looks like they're hung out to dry. MG34 is going to fall back. You got MG34. Head over for connects onto the key on the T-3476. Gets a great hit there on the Jaeger Light Infantry, taking out 2 models while moving. And that looks like it was a direct hit.
Getting Werfer ready.
What the hell? Sorry, I got confused by that. I was thinking Drink and all of a sudden I saw a car wheeling something. I thought it was a penal body. Panzerfaust will damage the engine, however, he may take a deadly hit there. Nope, misses there. Huvogin can't do much versus the T-3476. In fact, one pen may take it out. Assuming he can't really bounce on a Huvogin. H-34 does find some of these penals. They are behind the heavy cover, so it says. Does suppress the one behind it, which is I thought was more in heavy cover than this one here. Yavel. Incendiary artillery barrage there. This penal squad is not falling back to the moment. We could see a satchel charge being thrown. It shoots them back. Oh no. That was close. T-3476 getting repaired on up. Kuvagan does have the, what's it called, detection mode active. So the squad falls back. Not much you can do versus a T-34-76. Volksgrenadiers behind some heavy cover. We do have these guys sitting down south. Volksgrenadiers engaging this conscript. Does destroy the sandbags there. Does take a pen for the Kenwerfer. Another incendiary artillery barrage, this time not on top of the MG-34. The Kenwerfer connects, there are now two, he sees both the Kenwerfers. And since he's 2 shots away from death, it's probably a good idea to keep away from them. He is emulating his own penal squad quite significantly there. Over here, we do have the Volksgrenadiers push their way forward. Seeing some repairs. Eagle Infantry engaging the penals. This squad's going to fall back now. Shroom Pioneers are falling on back. Take a bit of damage there. They may get wiped on out. Good chance. Oh, T-34-76 rolls a miss there. That could have been pretty deadly with 2 squads that tightly clumped. Eagle Infantry into this heavy cover. They should be displaced by all these forces. Already dropped 2 models. Volksgrenadiers push forward. No infiltration grenades. They are pretty cheap, 20 munitions. I'm so surprised I haven't seen that once this game. Does take a pen there. Multiple pens there on the T-34-76. IS-2 has been summoned to the battlefield. Panzer on the field. If once he sees the IS-2, he really should have gone for Jagdpanzer. Commandeers, I think they're going to take a deadly hit there. Nope, rains off the side rather than right there. IS-2 advancing, going for the Dishka mount now. Great hit there on those penals. Commandeers for forward, embedding the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers need to start falling back. T-34-76 does take a pen there, knocks out the Kuvagen. Oh, got something engaging over here. Do you have another IS-2 engaging the let's call it the MG? Multiple hits there, a miss, bounce. IS-2 is plenty of health to tango with. Gets a pen there from the Panzer IV, and now the Volksgrenadiers are falling back. Kenwerfer scores a hit. IS-2 now trying to connect with the Panzer IV. Gets a pen there. They almost look like a miss. In fact, there's a crater there, like if it missed. IS-2 need to get some repairs now. Do now the Scavenge artillery barrage now being summoned. Commandeer is taking a bit of time to repair up everything. I think it's a good idea for this Commandeer to repair up this T476 first, and then both of them head over here. Since this is almost up and running, might as well get it up and running much quicker. Yeah, that's a blob infantry unit there. Jaeger infantry does get spotted there, falls back immediately. Could have gone for infiltration grenades, but can't tell you how effective that would be. Pans or T476 does take a pen there from the cannon warfare. Rolls a miss there. Commandeer trying to repair the Panzer IV, who's currently at half health. T476 Penals plinks the Panzer IV. T476 rolls a miss on the Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers now falling back. The cannon for not shooting. Battery 1 camouflaged. But should be revealed up soon. Great shot there from the Panzer IV. The cannon does get decrewed there. Okay, player decides to go for Mechanized HQ for some reason. I really think he should have gone for a Jagdpanzer. We do have now Katusha on the field. Katusha straight forward. Maybe a little bit too far forward. IS-2 takes a pen there. Panzer IV's Mango destroyed a crit there. Katusha barrage misses. Incendiary artillery barrage in the cannon warfare.
Global command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
Volkswagers may get wiped out. They tried to go for Panzerfaust, but they're unsuccessful. Volkswagen is going to fall back. The conscripts will win the fight, no problem. We got the 7-man squad upgrading that conscripts. Though he is out of munitions at the moment. Sandbags.
We are losing territory.
Objective secure. We will be finished.
IS-2 rotating down south. Volkswagen is behind some good heavy cover. Rolls a little miss there. We have a shoe mine here, which could be a bit of a problem. Eagle infantry firing away. The cannon for rolls a miss. Does take a couple fans there. We do have a Katusha barrage raining on in. Volkswagen the cannon for straight forward. Over here, do you have a bit of suppression on these guys here. IS-2 advancing. Got a good hit there on the Volks. Volks need to fall back. Almost wiped on out. Couple pens there on the IS-2. The cannon is now Efficiency 3. Efficiency 3 gets first strike camouflage, increased penetration, and damage to the rocket. So he gets first strike. Pens 4 gets a good miss there. Oh, got a regular satchel charge there, which can destroy the engine. Does destroy the engine. Not to mention, does do a bit of damage. Sturm Pioneers need to put away the Minesweeper. They do. Hands forward will be healthy enough to escape on out there, but good amount of damage there. Comms need to get on out of there, suppress and pin. Shroom Pioneers dancing around. Volks Grenadiers and Vakenover for push way forward. Another T-34 76 on the build queue.
T-34 ready.
Have a use for these scum.
That is your way.
Our points have fallen to 300.
Another T-34 76 on the build queue. And the Okada player looks like they're just saving for a King Tiger.
T-34 ready for combat.
T-34 crewed, loaded, and ready.
Penal Squad straight forward, force back the Kenworfer. Right now the VPs are pretty even, 297 versus 283. Incendiary Artillery Barrage now being summoned.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Bit of damage there. We do have a Katusha Barrage raining in somewhere. Back here. Here's some artillery raining in over here. The Scavenger Artillery forced back both those squads. Doesn't look like it took any damage, or really any. Katusha Rocket Barrage looks like subsided. The Kenworfer's alive here. MG34 here. Panzer IV is fully repaired. And we've got the Volksgrenadiers behind some light cover. Conscripts just stick behind heavy cover. And actually no AT grenades or Molotovs research. Then again, it's only going to affect one squad. Both T-34 76s focus on this Vakenover. Double pen on this T-34 76. This one looks like it's out of range. Falling back now. One pen is done for. And this Panzer IV is fully healthy. Oh, we do have a booby trap here. I heard a shot fired off, so he may have seen this guy here. Yeah, he saw it, being camouflaged. Displace him. And falls on back there. Big demolition charge there. All three of these squads are basically combat ineffective now. Shroom Pioneer is rotating around. Do you have the Panzer IV? Gets a great shot there. And starts falling back there. Policy gets water right there. Penal PTRS plinking this guy. But one shot. That could have been far worse. He got quite a bit of splash damage there. Didn't realize they could take that much splash damage and not drop a model. Kenworfer gets a pen there. Panzer IV rolls a miss. If he gets double tapped, he's done for. He's sort of idled there. Could get wiped out there with the next shot. Bounce there. Do you have another Scavenger Artillery Barrage? This is consumed last ammunition, so this barrage is a little bit on the weaker side. Gets a bounce there. Does take a pen. Katusha Barrage running on in. Ooh, great shot there. Well, so the Kenworfer. You're now the King Tiger deployed on the field, which is right in front of me. Good pen there in the IS-2. Another good pen there in the IS-2. IS-2 needs some repairs now. The Soy player is a pop cap, particularly after reinforcing everything. T476 does take a pen and a secondary pen prior to fire turn the Panzer IV. T476 pen on each other. Almost went for that Shum Pioneer. Good shot there. Incendiary Barrage looks like gets some good damage on the MG34. At this point in time, he needs a full withdrawal. Yep, that squad is way too wounded. He needs a full withdrawal. He can be wiped off from front, no problem. King Tiger at full health mode. Panzer IV is at efficiency 4. Good pen there. Efficiency 3 on T476. And he could take time to destroy the AT gun. Looks like he's taking time to destroy the AT gun.
Supply sector under attack.
King Tiger does not score a hit. Another booby trap here. One thing he could do is stay in the sector and fight out, and then retreat back when the squad is low.
I have the men ready.
We can for now deployed on the field. Another Volkswagen is on the field. It's on the build. Ooh! One shot from what, full health?
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
IS-2 engaging the Eagle Infantry. Losing that squad does free up some population. If this guy gets reinforced, he has what, 86 or 14 spare population, which is enough for our KV-8. If he gets 15 spare population, he can go for a S-285. I think that's a good idea versus the King Tiger, as well as the Panzer IV. Yeah, just keep up the S-285 now and reinforce when you can. Another good shot on the conscripts. Kino squad gets fully pinned. A couple pens are on the IS-2. Bounce there, pen there. Another bounce on the IS-2. Takes a bounce there. Sends a miss, sends a bounce.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Zusha's still alive. 4 kills, recently fired off the barrage. Does take a pen there. That T476 could receive Panzer files from the Volks, and will. That's probably going to be a dead T476. One more shot's done for, one more Panzer files is done for.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
So placed low on manpower for an armored asset and I still do believe S-35 is still the best option. There goes the Katusha, sort of lost a little bit foolishly.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Rolls a mister on the penals. Incendiary artillery barrage over here. Looks like it will probably decrew the MG34. Barely escapes one out of there. Kino squad up 3-4 trying to get an AT satchel charging the King Tiger. Ooh, that's better friendly fire. Friendly's killed one. And that's a good shot there on the Panzer IV. There goes that penal squad. Panzer IV needs a blitz. Blitz and saves, managed to dodge that last shot there. Combat blitz will improve your ability to reduce your target size, effectively make it harder to hit. Good damage on the IS-2, forcing it back. An excellent hit there onto the penal. Ooh, almost lost another penal squad to that King Tiger.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
T476 rotating around. And we've got Stukas of Fus on the build queue. As much as I like the asset, there's not many support or any static weapons for the Soviet player, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to use. S-35 on the build queue. It might be better to go for an all-cylinder Panzer IV instead of the Stukas of Fus, but the Stukas of Fus is still a good item. We're just going to have to see how effective it is. Now the Okinawa player has 296 tickets versus 147. Multiple Panzer on that T476.
We are losing territory.
King Tiger advancing. IS-2 takes a pen and bounce. Sends a bounce there, takes a pen. Received the pen there from the Su-85. Panzer connects on the IS-2. Now get the scavenger artillery barrage. T-34-76 is a Veteran C2, but can't really do much versus Veteran C2 King Tiger. Those managed to squeeze around. S-35 is reversing move on back, not engaging. Six Barrage, if it's back here, that could be very... Oh no. Ooh! Down to a single combat engineer model. Landmine was found here by the Panzer IV. Does take a pen there. S-35 taking multiple pens. One more shot and stun for. That shot was not it. Another massive there from the King Tiger.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
Oh, and there goes another penal squad. How many squad wipes has this King Tiger's done? Rotating around. Looking over for connects, and there goes the T-34-76. I think it's going to be game over. Another S-85 on the build queue. This one's advancing. He needs to keep his distance. He's in range now.
We have taken our supply sector. The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles. We have an isolated sector.
S-35 getting too close. Veteran C3. One more pen that S-35's done for. King Tiger's going to be falling back. Of course, you need Veteran C5 to get a combat blitz. Stukas Fus is going to be done for.
We have been reduced to 25 points.
Pen there in IS-2. IS-2 is Veteran C3. Gets a pen. Sends a pen. Volkswagen gets Panzer Faust. King Tiger does go down. Still got triple capture in favor of this LKW players, and none of the VPs are being decaptured at the moment. This one's being occupied, so the game's going to be over for the LKW player. One last good final hurrah. but that King Tiger did too much damage. And Panzerfaust finished off the IS-2. Allegedly. We cannot confirm it because it's still alive. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. You know what? I probably should take time to restart the game client. Yep, I'm going to take time, restart the game client to say, because the VRAM bleed, as it starts reloading back up, use the restroom. Please give me a moment. Please give me a moment, I'll be right back.
Sega.
My apologies, I am back. On to a 2v2. Oops, I double clicked on that one. I recognize some players. Yeah, I still need to get a new mouse. This one is starting to fall apart. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another couple Heroes 2 replay. Small on top right side as the blue USF, we got Jam Juicer. Spawn as the yellow US ally, we got Z Zer Boxy. Probably butchered that name well enough. Spawn as the red Wehrmacht player, we have Geoxus. And spawn as the magenta OKW player, we do have Falco _ Nero 22 trademark. Do now have an MG42 on the field. Do have a Grenadier on the build queue. Sectors, of course, being captured on up. Pioneers on that sector, builds and sandbags. MG42, maybe I'm for this heavy cover here. Hard to say at this exact moment. We have reaction squads here, wiring up the heavy cover there. Very nice. Nope, MG42 just catching up that strategic point. Pioneers heading to the VP, building some sandbags. Do have a rifle squad ready to flank. Red probably does see. Yep, Pine rifle squad backs away, keeps out of arc. He may get peppered up, but I don't think he'll get suppressed. Reaction squad does draw some fire there. Pioneers cannot defeat riflemen. And the reaction squad should occupy the MG42. Drops one mall there. Pioneers cannot do much versus riflemen. Another right squad coming on the flank here, so very good surround. Goes straight for the garrison, making a very good hard point. Right squad here gotta be a little bit careful. Right squad got the garrison to hit that MG42. Gets back in the garrison. Rear squad straight forward of here. Rear squad should probably just be a move forward or be ordered to capture the fuel sector. Right squad here could advance to some heavy cover. Pioneer actually may get wiped out. If he jumps on this side, he could wipe him out. That's the MG42 arc. Up north, we do have the rear squad here can near the port. Right squad behind some heavy cover. Right squad trying to play around the garrison. Folks soon as we have some light cover.
Unit ready.
Tank trap built there. And picking up that garrison. Right squad is about to get forced some back. And starting to fall back into 4-2. He could keep it around for a little bit longer. Folks Grenadiers and Shrimp Pioneers are moving around. Right squads get behind the well. Grenadiers getting overran a little bit there. Need to focus on the rifle squad. This right squad is still inside this garrison. Oh, there's a guy in the back right there is firing away. So there's a spot in the middle that still can fire? That's interesting. So there's actually potentially 4 guys can fire out from this guy. I did not, or this side. I did not know that. Things of the occlusion that points out things you don't really see. Both those squads falling back. We got now the 2-2-1 force chasing all these rifle squad all the way back home. Doing wire and sandbags.
Completed. Ready for action.
Doing more sandbags beyond the light cover. Grenadiers pushing the way forward.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry.
2-2-3 upgrade now complete. Push way forward. All these, where's, is that all of, okay, all of the stuff is right there. That's a bit of a blob of units. It's on top of the cutoff sector. That's what all of his stuff was, and let's just say that single dot down there is actually 4 dots. And this will have been trouble there. It's not bulletproof, but oh, anti-grav grenade got summoned at the same time as well. Only threw 1 anti-grav grenade. If he would have fired off 3, he could have picked it off. Folks Grenadiers trying to rotate around. They need cover. There's a lot of rifle squads. MG34 firing away. Suppresses down 2 of those squads. More AoE suppression does not come through. Folks Grenadiers are sort of behind heavy cover, but getting flanked. 223, this sector has not been captured, still secured by the US. Starting to fall back now. MG34, he did a manual reload there. A little bit iffy with seeing how close these guys are. Transport his groups to 2, but he's already packed on. Oh, got a flak half track and a ambulance. That mortar could have been very deadly. We've got a mortar half track here. We do have the infantry company as well as elite armor selected. We could see over here infantry, airborne, or heavy cav. I want to see heavy cav since his teammate already has infantry, and airborne's a little bit overused in my opinion. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying I see it quite a bit. Gotta spice up a little bit of something else though. Heavy cav is also pretty common. Good grenade hit or mortar hit there. Garrison squad against the garrison. And over here, could see elite armor or fortified armor, which is a fun doctrine, spearhead or assault support. I still want to see fortified armor and see some hold down Panzer IVs or some hold down Oswins. Another very fun tactic. Mortar looks like hitting the MG.
We are losing a sector.
Smoke barrage there. M180 gun rolls a miss. Does get a pen there. Up north, flak half track or AA half track does get a bit of suppression there. Avoids the AT gun, the Vickenwerfer. Currently at full health. Bars not being deployed in the field by the blue US player. His teammate's polygon was just saved for the M1919s. Do now the bar squad push their way forward. There's shoe mine here. Incendiary grenade there does largely get avoided. Shoe pioneers do not have access to a stun grenade. They have actually one now, so they can throw a stun grenade if he had munitions for it. Shoe mine here only hits the rifle squad, and since he had on me, no suppression there either. Oh, a half track finds an angle onto this Volks. MG34 trying to hit these squads.
Task complete. Crew ready.
Good splash it there on the Grenadiers. Good hit there on these units.
Turn up over here. 90-day wonders fall in. Get hammered here! Swing guns around!
Flamethrower gains some good damage. And the 2-2 does take a pen there. Grenadiers pushing way forward. Got some M1919s here, including on the rear echelon. A rifle grenade eats a little bit. Smoke barrage there. Rifle squad getting peppered up. This our squad needs to fall back, about to get wiped on out. This one's, of course, quite damaged. Rear squad can be firing away, but they'll be forced back a little soon.
Is attempting to steal our sector.
Over here, do have the rifle squads getting peppered up by the 223, who's not deployed just yet. I thought he would have deployed it by now. If he wants, he can always put in the munition sector down south. He wants a lot of munitions. Regular sector, of course, can mix up both. He looks like just a little bit exposed, but it could give him some extra fuel to work with. Does take a pen there on the A half track through the foliage there. Ooh, so close. Pack howitzer to avoid in the field. Hitting these units here, apply a barrage where the kind of where it was, but it looks like it largely was hitting where the MG34 was. We do 3 advancing. Captain's model with Thompson firing away does go down. Incendiary grenade on the rear echelon squads, a little bit overkill. Incendiary grenade on the rifle squads, quite reasonable. A half track hitting these Volks now, it's starting to fall back. US player does not have the major yet. His teammate
Under attack.
is reaching Major, almost got it complete. Still needs better fuel before anything else, though.
A capture point is being
OKW player has a sheer panzer quarters in the field. Has authorization has been authorized. And right now, Red does have Battle Phase 2. Need Battle Phase 3 and the Heavy Panzer Corps to get out the Elephant. And only need one of those structures for the Panzer IV, which he is building it now, the Tier 3. The Grenadiers could be wiped out soon. Up north, they have the M180 gun, a half-track rotating around. And the Volcano Warfare sitting on up. Does get a pen there. Pack Howitzer gets a direct hit. Does get around the forest. Captain close range, Opus does fall back. Another light shot trying to counter barrage the Pack Howitzer. May find a half-track. A half-track can withstand one direct hit. Can't withstand a second one. Mortar half-track getting repaired on up. Got a rifleman landmine there. Very nice.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Like knocking counter barrage. We do have the Pack House looks like getting counter barrage.
We're losing a capture point.
Russian squad helping with repairs. We've got the Iraq squads hitting these Grenadiers. Mortar half-track should probably eye for a regular barrage there. White phosphorus. That's not say regular barrage, but that will do. Making the air a little bit too spicy for them. So the first couple rounds were misses. That one was somehow a bit more of a hit, even though that scattered very short. The rest of the squad does get suppressed. Short-barreled Panzer IV on the build queue for Red. I do love seeing it. And right now, both their opponents have light vehicles, so don't have to worry about any tanks for it at the moment to fight.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Goes for a Scott. With mortar half-tracks, I think it'd be better to go for mortar half-tracks than the Scott. Mortar half-tracks is far more cheaper. 30 fuel, 20 or 200 manpower as opposed to what? 260, 75? Yeah, I probably would have gone for another mortar half-track rather than for a Scott. Sure, the Scott is better, but far more expensive.
Gun batteries report barrage strikes now available in your sector.
I have a feeling there's going to be some hits right around here. Grenadiers before that you have to support the short barrel hands forward. You still have to the short barrel hands forward, so have to be careful of these M180 guns. Grenadiers move forward. Scott does fire a shot there. Good hit there on that MG. And And the major artillery, of course, will miss, but did its job of displacing units. Oh, here we do have the captain now falling on back. Captain heading down south. Grenadiers take a bit of damage there, as well as a mortar hit. We do have now C2 rotating around. Patrol power pass forward, forced fire in the ground to hit that reaction squad. Hits something right there. We do now have the OKW Panzer IV now on the field. Could go for the Panzer Commander. None of the missions really support any artillery ability, so he's going for the Pentamount instead. Grenadiers now falling back. Trooper Panzer IV does get a bit of splash hit there. Grenadiers putting some sandbags and 1 guns falling back. Mortars trying to hit this general region. Grenadiers straight forward. They of course have to support the short burst Panzer IV, getting some damage resistance. Rifle going down that blob. Good hit there. M1 guns starting to fall back now. Scott does fire a shot in the middle of the units. Grenadiers do have plenty of heavy cover here now. Panzer IV got a decent shot there. Could have been worse, seeing how much these guys are stacked up. Does take 1 pen from AT gun, pulls back immediately because he was getting hit by 2 AT guns. Just one of them bounced. Nice little smoke there from the Panzer IV. Got another majority there. And Red's going for a Panzer Warfare right now. That's interesting. I guess he's trying to range some of these AT guns. Pioneer squad's getting flamed. Or sending some flames. Okay, the Panzer IV straight forward over here. Gets a bit of hit there on the reaction squad. Takes a pen from the AT gun. They start falling back. Takes another pen there. Got lucky there's no anti rifle grenade. Triple pen there. Now smoke round being summoned. And we do have now recon overflight from Red. I think his teammate's AA half track still alive. Yes, it is. So they have AA support. If he turns on the prioritized aircraft, he does get full 360 aiming capability. Panzer for barrage raining on in. Get some splash hits there. Nothing too crazy though. 1 AT gun does get decrewed. He could try grabbing it. The AT gun does get decrewed. Does grab off the Veteran C2 Grenadier. And it's going to be running away with it. These guys need to fall back sooner rather than later. Oh, and looks like the AA half track goes down, giving more free reign to the console flight now.
Stuka, fueled and ready to fly.
Good hit there. Good hits there on these units. Blue does have 2 pack howitzers on the field. Yellow does now have a priest that's been ordained onto the field, a very fresh one. And looks like the Russian squad does get suppressed. And Moniticon does not get a pen there. Up north, looks like these drop squads being forced back. Another rock squad pushed way forward.
The capture point is being overrun.
First shot. We're a little bit long. He was trying to hit the blob units. Looks like the priest took quite a bit of damage there from the Panzerwerfer. Smoke shot there onto the AT gun. Very nice.
The capture point is under attack.
Panzer IV, I think that's gonna be. Yep, that was gonna be a good shot on the captain. Takes the bar and runs. Rifle squad and captain heading down south. I hear a Suksafus barrage. Against all these support weapons, actually a pretty good idea because it's 2 pack howitzers, 2 M1 AT guns. I mentioned plenty of other rifleman squad I could hit. Captain not remaining reinforced, back at home, not supervising at the moment. Blue right now has quite a bit of fuel, he's saving for the Pershing. Bundle grenade there, Riot squad does get splashed a little bit there, white phosphorus being summoned. Does take a pen there. Bounce there from the Scud. Panzerwerfer barrage running on in over there. Captain gets wiped out. Rear squad gets wiped out. And a good shot there on the AT gun. Scott trying to body block the short barrel Panzer IV. Did a good job at that. May need to use Panzer Tactician. Panzer Tactician, no regular smoke shot was fired. Multiple hits there. No anti-tank rifle grenade there. All the main gun got destroyed. Grenadiers forged and hit some of this stuff. Priest barrage does not get hit there. Scots or pack house is hitting the leg. Destroys the heavy cover there. Does explode on with the artillery from that landmine. And all these forces on fall back now. Do have looks like a major artillery, but a little bit short of their pause done right there. Pack howitzers with just one more shot. That's formation large is going down. This one's probably within minimum range. This one is not. And look at an excellent shot there for Pershing, scoring a large number of kills. 5 kills in the first shot, makes a 6th one, wipes out a Obersalton, drops the LMG. Rifle squad there cannot pick it up. Suksafus barrage raiding on in, somewhere around here. Direct hit in the pack howitzer, knocking it out. Oh, he also did manage to get eventually 5 on his 223. You may not see it, but eventually 4 you get the Regal AT mines, the Tread Busters. He does decide to deploy himself on a munitions selector, getting some extra munitions. You can see here, 53 versus 42 from his own teammate. Both majors summon the recon run. Panzer War for barrage. Fires the major, a little bit too short. AT gun getting force on the back. Pershing advancing. It's good pen there. We can over sends a pen. Our squad getting hit. Over here, force to forward, G2 advancing, hitting that rifleman. White phosphorus being summoned. Oh, and looks like 2-2 does go down right here, probably to an AT gun. Our squad is going to follow back. We do have now the Volksgrenadiers push forward. Our squad retreats. Sugasafus barrage raining on in. Wipes out that squad there.
Just got wiped out.
Smoke rounds there. Rifle squad does get pinned down there by MG42. Grenadiers pushing forward. Looks like the Chopper Panzer 4 is holding down. Our squads the way over here, hitting some of these Grenadiers. Our squads pushing along the flank.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, and fuel cycle does explode. Catching one T-gun flying back, but Panzer Warfare pushing a little bit too far forward. His best splash damage there. That's tripling now, even if they support the Cooper Panzer 4. One T-gun shot. Oh, took it out. Get some good damage there. Good hits there. Over here, Oversauce and push forward. Do now the on me from the captain. White Fox and MG34. Bounce there. That 1 AT gun. Oh, Elephant, that's hold down, which will increase his range. Good damage there. It's going to be hard to see how far it reaches, but it does get increased range while hold down. Good pen there, and multiple pens there onto the Panzer 4. Panzer 4 does go down. Grenadiers quite damaged, they fall back. Pioneers are currently repairing up the short-barreled Panzer 4. Elephant is no longer hauled down. Grenadiers on top of the central VP. Pioneers does stop repairing the short-barreled Panzer 4. Does take a pen bounce there from the bazooka. Oop, and there goes that squad to the priest shot.
Seizing a sector.
Pre-shot raining on in. Another recon overflight there. Volkswagen and Obersassen push way forward.
Reconnaissance flight.
Right now, the X players does have more VPs, 401 versus 266. Now here, the King Tiger on the field. Obersassen following back. Grenadiers for 4, getting big damage from the riflemen. Panzer for barrage. Lord missed there. Jackson floating the field. Trooper Panzer takes some pens there. Could use Panzer Tactician if he had enough munitions. Elephant does not get a shot off on the Jackson. Great shots there on the Grenadiers. Pershing gets a bit of damage there. Oh, was that a heat round? Yeah, we got the King Tiger load of heat rounds. I think 3 more pens is done for. I actually made 1 more. Gets out of range, but took a lot of damage. Misses. These guys need to start falling back. Obersassen does pick up a bar, and the Shrimp Pioneers pick themselves an LMG 34. Good splash damage down to the captain. Bounce there. Grenadiers push forward, getting some good damage from the riflemen. Six Foos is almost off cooldown. Elephant is at good enough health. Jackson does take a pen there from the Elephant. Asshole's connecting. 1 more Elephant shot and that Jackson's stunned for. Who's now hauling down. Oh, what half track was that? Panzerwerfer goes down to something. Heat round rolls a miss. Does get hit by an anti-tank rifle grenade. Panzerwerfer connects onto the Jackson, forcing it back. Pershing's a little bit damaged. Poor bundle grenade. Double bounce there onto the Pershing. Another bounce there on the Pershing. Rolls a miss there on the Pershing. And another bounce. Oof. Okay, player just getting unlucky there. Major artillery being summoned.
We're losing a capture point.
Makes of everything for the artillery.
Our supply line just got cut off. All done over here.
Suku's barrage. That could have been worse. But again, that's pretty much every barrage. Good splash hit there. King Tigers have full health at the moment. Oh, Bazooka misses there. Red's now going for a flak pants Oswin. Could be used for a hold down to help keep areas secured. Right now the Axis players do have a triple or double capture in their favor. Another recon's overflight, as well as, I'm not sure what artillery barrage that is. Panzer artillery? Heat rounds now loaded on up. Really making use of the extra munitions, and Come thinks that unit from that 223 rolls a miss on the Pershing. Panzergrenadiers, Pancheks are trying to push me forward, but there's a little bit too much high explosives being hurled around to be a good idea to be deployed on the field. Drop bar there, good shot there in the major. Looks like the Priest is barraging the Chopper Panzer IV. Another recon overflight, or recon pass from Blue's major. Super Sleuth barrage running on in. Another large miss. Has that Six really got any good at barrage? 18 kills, has gotten some hits, but it feels like most of the time I've seen it's just been bad. King Tiger's at half health, Jackson falling him back. It looks like a mortar half track goes down there. Shortboard Prince 4 needs to start falling back. Also wouldn't take some damage. June Pioneers and Volkswageners push moving forward. Rive Squad may get wiped out there. June Pioneers now veteran C5 and a couple AT gun shots there on the King Tiger. Joker Pans 4 escaping off minimal health. Falling down the Oswin. Elephant rolls a miss there. Up north, got the old slots engaging some rifleman. Rifle squad does fall back. Agent 34 here, it looks like does get flanked.
The enemy now have 200 points.
King Tiger once again has heat rounds loaded on up. Panzer artillery on these AT guns. Super barrage somewhere. There goes the Panzer IV, Chopper Panzer IV, I believe. Elephant right now is at one vehicle destroyed, somehow got 2 infantry units. Pershing trying to get a good shot on these units. Obersatzen needs to fall back, they do fall back, got an enemy under the rifleman. Bomb grenades been thrown. Red's not going for a Brum bar. Destroys the AT gun. Good shot there from the lag. Hits the Rive Squad directly. And the elephant ski shelled a little bit there. I think all the repair sappers are down. We got now the Oswin hauling down as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And the Scot with the AT guns. First shoots not falling back. Ooh, and it gets picked off by the heat rounds. King Tiger now eventually too. Major artillery under the King Tiger. Jackson rolls a miss there. Major falling it back. Gets a pen down the King Tiger. Major may get wiped out here by the King Tiger. Nope, it does not. King Tiger takes another pen there. Got some more Panzer artillery being summoned. Those of French will smoke to slow them down, so the first round may wipe out this guy here. Particularly if it stays right there. 18 graphic grenade does connect. Jackson has now heave app loaded. Does send a pen. He needs to turn off spearhead. The turret's going to have trouble rotating. Turret's no longer rotating. Panzerfaust's trying to connect. Still has spearhead turned on. King Tiger goes down. Can't say if he would have got hope. Panzerfaust actually destroyed the abandoned Jackson. Can't say if he had a spearhead on or not, if he would save the King Tiger. But probably would have gave a better fighting chance. Wipes the right squad, wipes out the Vickenwerfer. 2 priests have been ordained on the field. Inch forward to hitting the rifle squad. Panzergrenadiers push forward. Panzerfaust connects onto the Scot. M15 deployed on the field. Abandons the Scot upon going for emergency crit repair. Jackson does take a pen there, takes multiple pens. Oh, that's Sturm Tiger. Replace the Key Tiger with Sturm Tiger because it was not on cooldown. The Sturm Tiger, who knows how effective it will be. A half track, a little bit idle there. Could just outright destroy it. I have no idea how this is going to go. Got the vehicle crew. Only shock the priest. If it was, if this War Thunder would have destroyed both because of overpressure. Well, I guess he has now a repair crew for the priests. Scott just went down. Got a haul down Brumbar, haul down Oswin, not haul down, and the allies have surrendered. There's Angry saying, "Thank you for watching. On to the next replay." It's getting a little bit too late for me to start up another replay, so I shall end the stream a little bit early tonight. So